We were talking today in the office about food and how it's not just the type of food that you have to figure out is healthy for you, but also where the food comes from and what your state of mind or your state of heart is when you're eating it. There's a big difference between sitting down at a table and acknowledging the food and maybe blessing it versus eating that same food and driving a car. Your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest, digest, detox, repair side of your nervous system is activated when you're present, when you're being mindful, when you're taking breaths down into your belly as opposed to up into your chest. And that increased parasympathetic tone, that rest and digest tone, literally changes the way that your stomach and your pancreas and your gallbladder and your intestinal lining all function. That food instantly becomes more nutritious than the exact same food that you're eating while you're hurtling down a road in what one teacher used to call the death box. Because when you're in a car, even though you feel like you're in control, there's a certain part of your brain that knows that if something goes wrong, you're in a lot of trouble. And that's going to activate the fight or flight, at least at some level in your body. And that will decrease the digestive juices and digestive function in your intestinal tract. And in that moment, decrease the nutritional quality of the food. So when you're thinking about what foods are good for you and what foods aren't, don't get too hung up on the exact ingredients and ratio of carbohydrates to proteins to fats. Remember that the state of mind can nourish you just as much as the macronutrients. Thanks for listening.